Welcome back to the thought-provoking tale of Matt Tissier, the everyman in the tinfoil hat. George and Zach still here.
Hi up.
Certainly are.
Hello. So at the end of part one, Matt Tissier was very much Le God at this point in Southampton. Local hero, scoring 25 to 30 goals a season, keeping him up all the time. But away from the pitch, his empire of filth had crumbled after a 4-year police operation finally cracked the crime of the century, which was the strippers selling £5 dances at Matt's nightclub. So his nightclub shut down. He's single and a bit chaotic, and he's forced to get back on the dating scene, isn't he, Zach?
He certainly is, and naturally he heads straight down to Southampton Panto, where they're doing Goldilocks.
Of course. Did he went with John Beresford, did he?
Probably. Front row. Holding hands. You should have seen the look on their faces.
Should have seen the look on Daddy Bear's face.
John Beresford was the pantomime dame. He just went to
Yeah, we were chatting about this before. John Beresford, that does make a lot of sense, actually. We were wondering, is he gone with his kids? Has he gone?
Do people go to Panto without children?
I think, of people who do that, I think Matt Tissier is one.
Yeah.
High on the list.
Yeah.
I reckon it's probably frowned upon. Yeah.
I think if you're old, it's fine. But if you're just a man in your early 30s, like Matt Tissier,
Mm.
if you're the guy who runs the sex club down the road.
The man who's literally just been busted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he does end up getting a bit of special treatment because in the pantomime, he sets eyes on Emily Simmons. So she's this Australian soap star. She's in Home and Away.
For people who watched it, she
Emmerdale.
was Marilyn in Home and Away.
Marilyn and Home and
I remember her well.
yeah.
Mm.
But at Southampton Panto, she's hit the big time now, and she's playing Goldilocks, the lead role.
Okay.
And Matt is instantly.
Thought she was just right.
She's just right. Yeah.
Surely there was a tabloid story along those lines.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's he was besotted.
Are you saying I'm hack, Jack? Is that what you're saying?
No, it was a good gag.
Yeah, besotted by her luscious locks and perfectly heated porridge. And they start dating after the show, and actually get engaged. She moves to the UK to be with him, but he breaks it off a year before they're due to be married.
So that's the second jilting, I guess.
Third, no? Well, okay, he left
he's
his
already
wife.
married,
Yeah.
but that's the second time he's got.
Oh, does jilting have to be pre-wedding? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, or
Why does he keep proposing to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because obviously now you think footballers often have very attractive wives. But I thought in the 90s...
Where's this going?
It's going to make sense.
But I've got a partridge stage.
Yeah.
Footballers, they're footballers. They have they often have
quite-
very
I'm not-
attractive
Jack,
wives.
wives and girlfriends are quite easy on the eye.
I'm not worried it's not going to make sense. I'm worried it's going to be deeply misogynistic. But keep going.
I didn't think that Matt Tissier would be able to bag himself a honey back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But
because
even
he's-
then...
Yeah.
I mean, he's big name in Southampton, right?
Right, but what does that mean to Marilyn from Home and Away?
Yeah.
It's not Yabby Creek, Zach. Yabby Creek's 3,000 miles from Southampton. Do you get where I'm going with that? She's quite glamorous.
Yeah, but sadly, it doesn't work out.
Oh, right.
I haven't really spoken yet about Matt's brief England career, which he always says that it was his biggest dream to play for England. Although, look at his record, he didn't always do himself that many favours. So he got called up once to the under-17s training camp, which, for most players, that's, it's a stepping stone to the first team. You really knuckle down. Matt describes it as an opportunity to fiddle the expenses and make a few quid. You got to fund the fruity habit somehow.
Yeah. He was on kickoffs, was he?
And straight to KFC.
So he said, we were able to claim the train fare, food and taxi fares when, of course, I actually got a lift.
You cheeky bugger.
Cheeky, yeah. And then 1987, he gets picked for an under-20s tour of Brazil. Again, exciting trip. But he gets his manager to write a note saying that he's twisted his ankle because he'd already booked a holiday to Tenerife.
Right.
I'd rather go to Brazil.
Yeah, that's so much worse than a. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard work, though, in Brazil, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Gonna be
It's like
training.
football and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, he's not doing himself that many favours coming through the youth team ranks, but he does get his first senior call up under Terry Venables in 1994. And at this point, he's playing his best football. He's banging in goals for Southampton. Apparently, Xavi, the Barcelona legend, idolised Matt Le Tissier in his youth.
Wow.
I mean, he was so good.
Yeah.
Like,
And you think he can't pull Marilyn from home and away?
I just didn't think footballers had that draw.
Yeah.
Oh,
back
yeah.
then.
Well, Matty certainly did. And there's this massive public pressure to pick him, like we said, similar to Grealish in his day. And this,
I would say more.
yeah, maybe more so.
Sorry. What's your point? Well, I just think like it's hard because everyone thinks of Matt Le Tissier as a conspiracy theorist now. It's hard to remember like how fucking good he was and how like everyman romantic hero he was.
Yeah, there was a real clamour for him. The Southampton band, which has a nice name, the Valley Slags, released a novelty single called "Bring Him On for England."
Did that
Which
chart?
also,
I was going to say, we got a clip of that.
ooh,
Should we have a look?
Actually, yeah.
The Valley Slags. Is there a valley near Southampton they're referring to?
Nothing springing to mind.
There must be one.
I actually preferred the Valley Slugs' early work. Yeah, seminal debut album.
There's no other English footballer that can touch Matthew Le Tissier in terms of skill, technique, natural ability. He's had a gift from God.
Get John Barnes out and then just stick Le Tissier in.
The miracles don't stop there. This crop circle has just appeared in a Hampshire field. It's also demanding Le Tissier for England. Any idea who did that?
Well, I think it's the aliens, actually. I think the aliens know something Mr. Venables doesn't, quite obviously.
So Matt's support isn't just earthbound.
No, it's well up there. Well up there.
There's a lot to unpack there.
That's fucking awesome, that news report. I mean,
That's great.
I don't know if it should be on the sort of national news.
Well, should we start with, I like the news reporter just clearly looking so far down his nose at Southampton.
Yeah.
It looks like they've tried to pick parts of the city that look as shit as possible. And no one in Southampton is saying it's the Miami Beach of Southampton.
They
but
call
he's
it their
added that.
Miami Beach. It's like a gasworks, like spewing pollution out into the sea.
This is their equivalent of the French Riviera, the fucking slugs.
So Richard Chorley, the lead singer and writer,
He was wearing a leather beret.
yeah, and is on drugs, would you say? He's quite out of it, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say that's libelous, Jack. I know what you mean. Also quite heartbreaking when he said he was optimistic that this would be their big break. Yeah.
Haven't heard of them before or since.
Yeah. Also the kid, get fucking John Barnes out of the team.
Yeah, Barnes
Why are you
catching
picking on him?
strays. Every kid they interviewed looked sort of eerily similar as well.
Yeah.
There were only about 100 people there, I would say.
But also, going on in that news report, there was a crop circle. A crop
Yeah.
circle popped up.
I think that might have been the promoter for the song. Just to be...
No, I don't think so.
And then he's like, that's the aliens. The aliens
Yeah.
want Le Tissier for England, but Mr. Venables doesn't. You all right, mate?
It's actually quite a good bit of PR. I'm surprised
Yeah.
more people don't
Yeah.
do the old crop
That was
circle.
class, all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah,
Love
that was brilliant.
Do we
Yeah,
know how
you-
the song performed in the charts?
Don't know.
Not very well. It's not a very good song either, by the way.
Also, it's not even that ambitious. It's just like bring him on for the last 10 minutes.
Bring him on.
Not even start him.
In a
Yeah.
friendly.
Get him on the bench, Terry.
Playing San Marino next week. Play anyone.
He'd be grateful for a 5-minute run around.
Yeah. Does he
Yeah.
play?
Well, he actually gets his first start shortly after this. I think Terry Venables had this on his Walkman, this track, and decides to start Matt in a friendly against Romania.
He's like, yes, I know you didn't want to play him, but we've got really bad news. The Valley Slugs have released a single.
Get him on now. We can't have this sort of publicity. There are crop circles, Terry.
I reckon if that had been Glen Hoddle, he might have
Oh, he would have
listened to the,
The
listened to the
aliens,
conversation.
Glenn.
Yeah.
What a crop circle said we should pick it.
Well, Glenn wouldn't he wouldn't pick Matt Le Tissier because he's got a floppy arm and he probably thinks he's done something evil in a past life.
But yeah, so this when he does eventually get this call up, he starts against Romania, but it doesn't really go that well. His match, which he has some theories for. So he says, at times I really did think that some of the more established players saw me as a threat, given their occasional reluctance to give me the ball.
Okay. Makes you think.
doesn't it?
So this
Yeah.
is already, he's a bit
Yeah.
of a conspiracy theorist
Yeah.
about like people's motives. Who do you think he's referring to? Sort of Shearer, Platt, John Barnes.
I guess John Barnes. John Barnes has seen that video,
Yeah.
Terry does stick with him though, and he gets his second England start against Ireland in Dublin in 1995. It's actually a pretty infamous game. It gets abandoned after 29 minutes because of rioting England fans
Fucking hell.
or aliens.
I'll be the aliens.
Yeah. He didn't play particularly well in what time he did have on the pitch, and Terry opts to take Gaza to Euro 96.
I mean, good
instead,
call.
which turned out to be a
Lit it
good
up.
call. Yeah.
But I guess this is the thing, Letitia. It's like when you're in a team where everyone's not just passing it to you all the time, it is a bit harder.
Mm. Yeah.
And he doesn't track back.
Yeah.
Letis, he says, many felt Terry didn't give me a fair chance. Couldn't possibly be because I turned him down at Spurs when he tried to buy me, could it?
Or could it be because you had 2 starts, you played shit in both of them?
So he just thinks everyone's out to get him.
Yeah.
He thinks
Yeah.
everyone is like trying to remove parts of his elbow or keep him out of a football team and just pollute his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is maybe a chink of hope for his England career, though, when Venables is replaced by Glen Hoddle. And Glen picks him for a World Cup qualifier against Italy in February 1997, which England end up losing 1-0. But Letis blames his injury for that. So he says, I needed a hernia operation. I had also torn the tendon from my heel to my toe. Glenn asked if I wouldn't mind going to see his faith healer, Eileen Drury.
Fuck's sake. Can't keep her off this pod.
Kindred spirit, really. Because she might be able to help. I said I'd prefer not to because that wasn't my sort of thing. And that was the last full England squad I was in. Any connection?
Literally every opportunity.
Yeah. Although in that sense, I've kind of with Terry Venables, I'm like he's reaching there, but with Glen Hoddle, he does seem like the type to. If you don't believe in Eileen Drury, you're out.
You're out. But didn't a lot of them not believe and sort of laughed at her?
Yeah, and I think quite a lot of them got
Dropped.
I think.
Gaza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad. I heard a story about Terry Venables actually from David Baddiel. He said that I think later when Matt starts doing a lot of his Twitter conspiracy theories, David Baddiel said around 95, he met Terry Venables at like an event, went up to him and said, "You need to like base the England team around Matt Le Tissier." And apparently Terry Venables said something like, "Yeah, that's one opinion." Like, have you met Matt?
Because you'd think Terry would quite love. I mean, he loved Gaza and got the best out of him, so I sort of thought it'd be similar.
But I think maybe behind the scenes he was already.
Also, Gaza worked really hard in a way that Tissier didn't.
And he never gets a run of games under Glen Hoddle either. He does actually pick him for an England B match ahead of the 98 World Cup, which, these B squad matches are basically a last chance saloon for any fringe players who are hoping to make the World Cup squad. And Tissier had a blinder, scored a hat trick, and he's thinking maybe this gives me a chance. Did Glenn pick me? No way. Maybe we got on so badly because I didn't sign for him at Chelsea.
Sorry, every time he doesn't get picked, it's because of a motive outside of.
Yeah.
Maybe you just didn't fit.
Yeah. Or maybe if you're that paranoid about it, maybe you should have taken the time to speak to them instead of just turning them down without.
Yeah, just coming up with a theory. I actually listened to that England B match on the radio live at the time.
Did you really?
I used to listen to England B matches.
Wow.
It's not a thing anymore, is it?
No, but they should bring it back. It's quite fun.
It's actually quite a good idea.
There were some pretty average players playing in that
Yeah.
match.
But still, it's kind of fun for them, no?
So was that the end of his England career?
Yeah, so he never plays another game for England after that.
So
8 caps altogether.
That does feel like too few.
Yeah.
You think amazing player to have on the bench if you're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like not in the game or whatever, 20 minutes to go, just like go and do some magic.
Yeah.
But you would have to make it the Matt Le Tissier show, which
Mm.
and obviously they all hate him because he didn't sign for them. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are ulterior forces at play.
And the rest of the team won't pass to him.
Mm.
Do you change all of them?
Because they don't trust him.
Yeah.
They think he's trying to make that. Yeah. Everyone's against him. But you can see even then he had this like outsider mentality then of himself. Anyway, given all their history, Matt wasn't exactly over the moon when Southampton named their new boss in 2000. It's Glen Hoddle.
Ooh.
He's coming. Eileen's coming for you.
That is unlucky, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So it must be so annoying when you already hated them. When you'd already turned down the faith healer. I actually think Matt Le Tissier today would see Eileen Drury.
Yeah.
He does some pretty fruity stuff we'll come on to later. He's even less excited when Hoddle calls him into his office and tells him, I want you to see a dietitian. It's not quite a faith healer, but it's annoying. So Le Tissier goes and sees this dietitian and she's like, can you keep a food diary for me? Just write down everything you eat this week. Comes back a week later and it's just like burgers, chips, fry-ups.
You just lie on those things, though, don't you?
I thought that.
Have you ever, like, gone into a doctor's and actually said how many units you drink a week?
Any of those questions. Just like, no. Yeah, well, he's honest. I think he's probably kind of reveling in it.
Yeah.
But this is also the era where, like, pasta would have been considered quite a healthy, food. So he said her jaw hit the floor. She was so astonished by how bad his diet is. And that might explain why his career starts to taper off after the turn of the millennium. He only lasts a couple of seasons after that. It's hampered by injury. Although there's still the odd magic moment. He comes off the bench to score the last ever goal at the Dell against Arsenal in 2001 at the end of the season. It's quite
That's a nice story.
Yeah, he's still popping up with these moments of magic, but you're not getting the like 30 goals a season thing.
Yeah.
And that goal actually meant that Southampton finished 2 places higher. They ended up 10th, which earned them an extra 500k in prize money, which is decent whack for a football club back then. Matt, it's actually quite unfortunate for Matt because he just agreed a new contract, so he couldn't milk some of that prize money.
Right, okay.
And instead, the owner, Rupert Lowe, left a crate of 12 bottles of Malibu and 24 bottles of Coke on his doorstep.
It's not quite the same, is it?
No, that's $5,000.
Yeah. Signing on.
It's quite a thoughtful present because Matt's all about his Malibu and Cokes, isn't he?
Is it? Yeah. It's one of those things that like when people get you something that you just have all the time.
No, I think Matt considers it a nice touch.
Yeah. Isn't Rupert Lowe the
Reform
he's a
MP?
Reform MP now?
Well, he's now independent. I think he was too controversial for reform.
Yeah, he fell out with Farage. Didn't
Yeah.
he? He's the one who Elon Musk loves. Elon Musk was like, Rupert Lowe should be Prime Minister. So, there you go. Bacardi and Cokes for everyone.
Yeah.
Malibu and Cokes for everyone.
Anyway, Matt Le Tissier as Secretary of State.
Yeah. To be fair to Matt, I think this is like the one nice thing he says about Rupert Lowe.
Oh, he hates him.
He hates him, yeah.
Interesting.
Because I think he obviously was not good for Southampton. He's the one that brought in the what's his name, the rugby.
Oh, Clive Woodward.
He's the one that brought Clive Woodward in to
that was a
Southampton.
fucking disaster.
Yeah. And he also says, so I think Rupert Lowe came in when Graham Souness was still manager of Saints. And Suey was basically like, no one called Rupert should have anything to do with football. And Letitia's like, that's the only thing I saw eye to eye with Graham on.
Oh, you didn't get on with Graham Souness either?
No.
I can't see them getting on.
Apparently they were all right until there was one incident towards the end of whatever season Souness was in where he gathered every Southampton player into the canteen and he went by every one of them one by one and just went, do you think Letitia does enough for the team? And apparently every one of them was so scared of him, they just went, no.
Because he's like disciplinarian, wasn't he, Souness? That's mental. I think if you've got Matt Le Tissier at your club, you should just do the Alan Ball thing. Just like give him the fucking ball. Let's get on with
100%.
it. Yeah. Actually, so after that season where they finished 10th, loads of his teammates ended up getting wage rises, bonuses, but not him. And actually, the most he ever earned was $4,000 a week, and that was for one season at the end of his career. So he never got the big bucks.
That is mad, isn't it? But also, like, the Sun, like, in all their articles, calling him, like, millionaire Letitier.
Yeah.
So what's he at?
Well, maybe his strip club was very lucrative.
Yeah, how many people were paying for £5 for something extra rude?
Because he's making $200,000 a year in football. I guess sponsorships and all that shit. Maybe you're making...
Yeah, but think how much of that is going down the arcades.
Yeah, down the one on Bandit. Yeah, it's pretty...
KFC bargain buckets don't buy themselves.
They're not cheap.
But it's pretty mental because you think of him as like a Premier League legend. I mean, he scored... He ended his career with 195 goals.
It must be quite galling having retired at that point and then seeing the like silly money that people are on now.
But surely even that, I reckon like Shearer was probably on like 20-30 grand a week at that point. Like if he'd moved club, he could have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it was his choice.
I think the prize money per like place you finish in the Prem was introduced like around this time, and I think after that, that's maybe when like certain players.
But like he could have gone. He had offers from Blackburn and Man United. He would have been making like
Oh yeah,
4 times as much. So,
but I think like everyone at Southampton was earning about that much until after this season, and suddenly some really shit players were getting a lot more than him.
the start of the next season, he gets injured before the start, and he only makes 1 sub appearance at the new stadium, St Mary's, and then retires in 2002. So he's very much the old Southampton era. It's quite
nice that
quite
he
neat.
got 1 appearance at the new ground.
Well, Valley Slags had a single. Bring him on.
Bring him on. So he finishes, I think he played 500 odd games, 195 goals, including 47 penalties from 48 attempts. So he's one of the best
Lethal.
spot kick takers ever.
It's Cole Palmer-esque, isn't it?
Would have been quite useful for England in that era, actually.
Yeah.
Had a few shootouts. He does do a little bit of non-league football after that. So he plays, I think it's Eastleigh.
I think, yeah.
And then 10 years later, he played a game for Guernsey as well, just a sort of one-off sub-appearance.
Yeah.
But that's really it.
Yeah. Yeah, and after retiring, he quite quickly gets a gig on Sky's Soccer Saturday, which he thinks is perfect because it just means he can play golf all the time. A lot of time off. He also finally married Angela. They got back together, which is
stuff.
sweet. You know?
Shows he's not just a shagger.
No.
Yeah. If someone proposed to you a second time after,
Yeah.
I would be distrustful.
I'd like some money put in an escrow. There needs to be a deposit of some kind.
But yeah, I think he sort of says that she was always the one. He describes her as a wonderful wife who also allows me to play as much golf as I like.
God, it's depressing.
He actually proposed to her at a golf club. I don't know if she's into golf, but he
Almost
is.
certainly
He
not.
says-
Right?
He said, I'd played in Ronan Keating's charity golf day at the K Club. I was so enamoured with the venue that I took Angela there for her 30th birthday and proposed to her without a ring.
That's quite partridge.
Lucky.
And there you go.
Lady.
So second proposal, there's no ring. That's the deposit, the ring. I'm not trusting it.
Yeah. Or is it like you've already had one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've still got that ring, haven't you? Yeah, it feels quite impromptu.
Yeah.
Just had
Like,
he just shot a really
his
good
first-
round on the course.
Have you ever been that enamoured by a golf club where you've just had to propose?
Yeah. But you can imagine, like, she was already disappointed enough that it's like, it was my 30th birthday and you're taking me to this golf club where you played with Ronan Keating last week. So I don't care. I don't even like golf.
Is Ronan gonna be here today?
Probably
No.
not.
Shouldn't
No.
have thought so.
It's like shit enough for a 30th birthday and then he gets down on one knee with no ring.
I don't think he even got down to one ring. I think it was like, we could get married if you want.
Yeah.
Sort of vibe.
Yeah, well, she does say yes. And after that, like, playing golf and doing Soccer Saturday was pretty much Matt's life up until 2020, when Sky suddenly announced his sacking from the show. So they didn't explicitly say why they'd let him go. He suspects that it's because he refused to wear a Black Lives Matter badge on air. It was like during all those protests.
Because he wore it the first time. He said that they asked me like 30 seconds before we went on, and I said yes. And then the second time I said no. And then how long after that is he sacked? Not long.
Not long, I don't think. Yeah.
So they don't give him that reason.
No, yeah, that was his suspicion, is that I'm not sure if I believe him. I think it might have had something more to do with his reaction to COVID lockdowns. So he shared a number of tweets around this time condemning the government's overreaction to the pandemic, including one that drew comparisons to the Holocaust. Seems excessive. So there was he basically replied to this video of a police officer getting someone off a train for not wearing a mask, with a picture of Anne Frank captioned, "The people who hid Anne Frank were breaking the law. The people who killed her were following it."
That does make you think.
Yeah.
And could be a justification for ignoring any law.
I was going to say that's a good way to get off the hook for anything.
Yeah.
When PC Steve Smith comes knocking at your illicit strip club, just remember, Steve, the people who hid Anne Frank were breaking the law.
Yeah. This is, by the way, the beginning of his regular device, which is like Matt Le Tissier doesn't share like his own really colourful ideas so much as just be like, this will make you think kind of thing.
It's a lot of sharing and
and it's like, come on, think
never-
about it. It's all
Yeah.
quite unspoken wink wink.
It really is, because he never explicitly says anything, does he? It's
No,
always
that's
like,
his.
could it be?
Yeah.
And,
It's like, come on, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
I'm going to mount on defence of him at this point.
Okay.
I don't think you should lose your job for this.
No.
Yeah, at the time it was a big deal though, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I guess the argument is like it was a moment where public safety was really important and people underlining it, blah, blah, blah. But I think you should be allowed to hold these views and work on Soccer Saturday. Who fucking cares? If anything, it's a bit more colourful to have some slightly odd. As long as he's not chatting about that shit during Soccer Saturday.
Yeah.
Which probably was the logical conclusion. I don't think he should have been sacked. And likewise, the badge. If he doesn't want to wear the badge.
I wonder if off air he'd been spouting some pretty fruity theories to his colleagues.
Yeah, getting quite tiresome in the
I
WhatsApp
was going
group.
to say, there's, you can also see why maybe other people were getting sick of him at this point. And,
Wake up, sheeple! Poor Chris Kamara's just trying to enjoy his day.
The following year, he posted suggesting that Christian Eriksen's on-pitch heart attack was a result of the COVID vaccine, which Eriksen wasn't even vaccinated.
Oh, really?
At the time,
Did he do that thing of just going, vaccinated, question mark?
Yeah.
That was how, yeah. Just asking questions.
I guess he's already been sacked at this point, but when it is encroaching on football, you're like, can't.
But was it? Yeah, he'd already been sacked. I don't think he would have done it on the...
No,
He
maybe
wouldn't,
not.
he wouldn't do that to Soccer Saturday. It does also depend how he's sacked, because like around this era, a lot of Sky sacked loads of pundits across all sports because they were just cutting costs.
Well, this is very much what they said it was. Cause
Like his contract, I reckon for Soccer Saturday, your contract's maybe not even a year, it might just be rolling.
But I think,
Because they've just got in cheaper pundits across every sport.
Yeah, and you're also just getting like a new generation. of
Younger.
talent. So, like he'd been on it for like 15 years or something. He had a pretty good run.
But
it's in the same way they got rid of like Mark Lawrence and Alan Hansen on
yeah.
Match of the Day.
But I do also think you're slightly feeding his perception that everyone's against him by doing it, which is a tricky game.
Yeah.
But anyway, the theories keep coming because now he's got nothing to lose.
Sure.
So he does an interview with the Times in which they're talking about COVID patients in Italy. You remember at the start of the pandemic, it was in Italy and there were all these videos of people like dying in corridors. And he said, some of those were actors, by the way, which is fucking mental.
Yeah. At least he's explicitly saying it.
Yeah. This one he's going a bit further, isn't he? So he's saying that the news actually employs actors to pretend.
Why?
Because they're in league with the government.
And the government wants...
They want to do a lockdown as a pretext to start a totalitarian society.
Got you.
I think. I might be filling in too many blanks.
No, that makes sense. And now I'm on board.
Yeah, now you've woken up.
Yeah.
He also, you know how we were saying, like, even from an early day, he quite likes the idea that he's this maverick outsider. And so he's, in the same interview, he basically implies that his rejection of, like, conformist ideas in society began in his playing days with his choice of tipple. So he says, I drank Malibu, something that came in for a lot of criticism in a dressing room full of butch macho footballers. 14 pints of lager and a Malibu and Coke, please. You have to be quite a strong character. He's lost his mind at this point.
Yeah, well, you know, he's all the great mavericks.
You've got to start somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
That laid the foundation for his challenging of authoritarian governments.
Yeah, it's such a funny journey from having a rum and Coke to thinking that the news employs actors for the state. Anyway, he sort of becomes this guy who pops up with a mental opinion at moments of like sort of national conversation, including Gary Lineker's suspension by Match of the Day. So I think everyone remembers Gary Lineker shared some political views, I think. I can't remember what it was. He gets suspended by Match of the Day, and Ian Wright then refuses to go on Match of the Day. It's like a solidarity boycott, which does not go down well with Matt Le Tissier, who feels like Ian Wright is a bit of a hypocrite, because where was he when Matt Le Tissier was sacked by Soccer Saturday? Here's Matt talking about it on GB News.
Makes sense.
But what's really interesting about it is if you go back 3 years and have a look at the reaction that Ian Wright had to the sacking of myself, Phil Thompson and Charlie Nicholas, and you will see that reaction is completely contradictory to the way he reacted to this. So, it's all very well, taking this stand, but, let's show a bit of consistency in this writing. What I'm talking about. If you're watching, you know what I'm on about.
What I love about that is when he goes, righty, if you're watching. It's like, I don't think Ian Wright's sitting at home watching fucking GB News, to be honest with you, mate.
And also, if he was, like, what do you mean? He knows what I mean. Like, you've made it very explicit.
Yeah, but he loves that. I mean, the look on Le Tissier's face through that whole interview is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, also the other point to make is Ian Wright has never been on Soccer Saturday or been employed by Sky.
Yeah, quite hard to boycott. Yeah.
Would have been a tricky one for him to do. What's the deal with Charlie Nicholas and Phil Thompson? Were they also...
They were also let go at the same time, and I think it was just like they wanted some fresh blood. Right. And
why is Ian Wright boycott? It's going to strike. Don't think you can strike when you're not working for that company.
First, they came for Charlie Nicholas, and you said nothing.
Yeah, sometimes he does get quite specific. So we talked about how he just does a lot of like, I'm just asking questions. But in July 2023, he finally decides to reveal his grand theory of what sinister plot is taking place in British society. He tweets, "The time to speak is now. A communist takeover is slyly being implemented. They're very clever, but they don't fool everyone. Good will triumph over evil." So he's fully lost it.
Yeah, it's so weird.
He's fully lost it now.
Slyly being implemented. I like that. They're very clever. They don't fool everyone.
Yeah, but that's his whole thing.
There are a few smart minds.
Yeah.
But this is full Doctor Strangelove. The commies are
Yeah. Well,
pausing
the
in the
communist takeover. Like, it's quite old
it's
retro.
insane. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like very, very 50s.
But you're right, there is a vanity to all of it where it's like, they don't fool everyone. Like, how much of this is just self-mythologizing of like, I'm too clever for you? Right, and then he drops the bombshell.
I'm Matt Tissier, former professional footballer, and I withdraw my consent to be governed by any corrupt, compromised, belligerent criminal parliament or government. I will not comply.
It's so good. It's like one on Facebook when you see like some like old aunt reposting things about just like, I do not consent for Facebook to take my data.
There was a really good meme of that. You know, the picture of George Bush being informed about 9/11. He's like in the classroom and an aide's whispering in his ear, and it was just, "Sir, Matt Le Tissier has withdrawn his consent to be governed." So good. So yeah, he's withdrawn.
Yeah. Do you think he's also sharing all the ones that are like, you know, like and share this post, otherwise this monster will appear?
Yes. Yeah. It's proper Facebook aunt energy. There was like a thing during COVID, do you remember people withdrawing their consent to be governed? They'd like read a bit of the Magna Carta out while breaking lockdown restrictions.
Right,
Everyone was like, that's not how this works. So considering he'd withdrawn his consent to be governed, it's not surprising to see he was pretty pissed off when Prime Minister Rishi Sunak popped up in the stands at St Mary's. We're looking at a picture of this stand, and you can see in the foreground is Rishi Sunak sitting, looking with that big smile on his face, and then a couple of rows back to his left is Matt Le Tissier looking at him in disgust. It's such a good picture.
So good.
I'll link to it.
Again, there's shades of Cole Palmer looking at Donald Trump in there.
Yeah, this one's more angry, I think. He's looking at him in such anger. But I guess for him, Rishi Sunak is like the worst of the worst.
Yeah, it's like, did you not see my video?
What are you doing here? You have no jurisdiction here. Is he? What is the actual like thought process of doing that, withdrawing your consent to be governed thing? Is it like, this will build and eventually we can bring down the government?
I think it's you're looking for disciples, right? I think you want as many people, which he did, right? Because I think Ricky Lambert shared the video directly after him.
Yeah, he withdrew.
Ricky Lambert's done some pretty fruity stuff as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think there was one where he was talking about the theory that you can manifest positive energy into your water by talking to it. You like basically say nice things to your glass of water, and it will be more nutritious or something. I can't remember what it was.
Be good to you.
That's Eileen Drury stuff.
Yeah, that's Southampton as well, isn't it? Ricky Lambert.
Yeah, both. They're like maybe Southampton's two biggest legends of recent times.
Now I'm seeing that video from the Valley Slags and the people they interviewed after. I think there might be something in the water down there.
Yeah,
and it's not just positive vibes. Anyway, after all this, you know, Le Tissier he's a bit of a pariah at this point. Like a lot of celebrities are like outspokenly criticizing him. He falls out with people like Gary Lineker. But there is one friendly band of people who greet him with open arms, and that is the good people at Supreme CBD.
Yes, please.
Who make him an ambassador, along with, who else is on it? It's
Katie Price,
Dean Windass.
Dean Windass, Paul Merson.
Yeah.
There is a common theme. So here's Matt sort of touting some gummies. He ends up getting wrapped by Advertising Standards for making false claims about their medicinal properties.
Almost immediately. I think Katie Price claimed they could cure cancer, did she?
She did a video with I think maybe with the founder of Supreme CBD,
Yeah.
who said that they treated their daughter with like.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking mental.
Mm.
I felt there's the sort of Supreme CBD crew now. It's quite the thing. But yeah, Matt's flogging that. And then in 2024, he unveils a new theory. So he's getting more specific now.
Yeah.
He said in summer 2024, this year's weather so far has been horrific. Wasn't it lucky for the government that 4 years ago, when they had us locked down, we had wall-to-wall sunshine for weeks on end? It's almost like they planned it that way.
This one I really struggle with, because if the government wanted to keep everyone locked indoors, wouldn't it be better for it to be raining?
Yeah. I guess maybe it did take the edge off lockdown a bit that it was sunny.
Mm.
Because remember, you
Just
could
in a
like
good
go.
mood, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it was really good weather.
It was great weather.
But, I mean, we had good weather this year, and I don't think there's any suggestion it was like the nudge unit of the deep state trying to cover up something. Yeah, it's a fucking mental theory. He thinks the government control the weather.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson was just seeding clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it turns out that even Matt Le Tissier has his limits. Because I was saying earlier how he rejected Eileen Drury, but you probably welcome her now. He really went too far, I think, when he did a live stream with a fellow conspiracist, a numerologist called Tom Sidney Bushnell. So this guy reads numbers and predicts the future.
Right.
And we're going to watch a clip now. If you're listening, I mean, I'll link to it, but the look on Matt's face is very much, how the fuck have I ended up here? What am I doing with my life? As this bloke just talks absolute gibberish.
Basically, I'll do it on the list. Basically, Johan Cruyff plus April 26 in numbers comes to 365. 365 comes to the Witness Protection Program. You heard it here first. I have a feeling that Johan is not gone. That might upset people. It might give people a lot of hope. I think he's not gone. I think he'll be one that comes and shares truth later down the line. I think there's a whole bunch of people. That's my feeling. It's my intuition. People like Diana, JFK Jr., maybe even JFK. Well, I say JFK. Yeah, that sounds a weird one. I know, but we've talked about a lot of weird stuff. But I believe Johan Cruyff. Plus, it's because that's what they do. So, bad ones use numbers. But in my experience, also, that I've learned over the last 4 years, good ones use numbers.
Everyone uses numbers.
How about this one? November 5th, Return of Princess Diana, 88 miles per hour. Return of Princess Diana, 282. 282 is 88 miles per hour. And that's all to do with November 5th of this. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But that's my feelings. And I put that out as a little whatever, you know.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
If it doesn't happen,
You can come after me.
I don't understand how the numerology works because the camera's just on Matt Le Tissier looking embarrassed.
Yeah. Oh, do you think that he was showing his workings?
Yeah, I think there's like a weird like chart board thing that like moves between.
Yeah.
365. That's 88 miles an hour, which is Johan Cruyff.
Yeah.
It's November 5th, which is Diana.
Yeah.
So does he thinks Cruyff is going to return like Jesus Christ?
Yeah, and save us from the totalitarian.
Because the bad ones use numbers, but the good ones
Something I've
also
learned
use
in the
numbers.
last year is the good ones use numbers. Everyone uses numbers.
The other thing, I guess, for people just listening, Letiz has a full-size Darth Vader behind it. Which is interesting.
His body language, though, is what the fuck?
Great.
It's
great seeing him have that expression of just like,
yeah,
oh, fuck.
I mean, that's how we all feel when you're talking, man.
Yeah. Well, I've got to say, some of the stuff this guy was saying there,
pretty interesting.
it's like the 88 miles an hour and November the 5th. I mean, I think Diana is coming back.
My favourite was
it's soon.
Yeah,
November the 5th is around the corner. I find it's probably already been. 365 is Johan Cruyff, obviously.
Yeah.
That guy's, I reckon, full David Icke vibes.
Yeah. Do we know if Matt Letiz and David Icke have ever interacted?
Not to my knowledge, but I mean, they're just a ferry ride apart.
Yeah.
Icke's on the Isle of Wight. I don't know if
I
Letitia...
thought you meant metaphorically. You mean literally.
No, literally. That's what I enjoy about people like David Icke. There's like a mix of the domestic and the extremely exotic. No, I don't think they've done much together. But the South Coast it's got a thing going on.
Yeah.
So it would make sense for them to do something together.
Kindred spirits.
Matt Le Tissier is a bit busy settling old scores at the moment. So earlier this year, he went on a podcast and he went for Gary Lineker. He said, he's not the angel he likes to portray himself as. We'll probably only find out all these things after Gary passes away. which I don't know what thing he never says.
Yeah.
But he also went on GB News once and said, there are quite a few skeletons in Gary's closet. He's obviously got some friends in very high places who have protected him. So he obviously knows or thinks he knows something. I don't know. But he won't. He never says it. He's just like, you ask Jamie Redknapp about that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, see that it would be good to have a pint with him, wouldn't it? And just
What, here?
see what he actually thinks.
He's obviously got beef with him.
Yeah.
Is it just that he didn't pass to me during a friendly against Ireland? Skeletons in the closet. Anyway, that's pretty much brings us up to date. He's still married to Angela, so he's good husband. He's still posting conspiracy theories. It's actually quite sad. He's no longer in touch with his son Mitchell,
Right.
who he cut ties with after Mitchell's wife Alex set up an OnlyFans account.
Sure.
She's sort of trading on his name, right?
Big time. So she calls herself the Southampton Club OnlyFans mascot, which, just to be clear, Southampton do not.
That's unofficial, is it?
Yeah, that's 100% unofficial. But she basically posts content wearing a Southampton shirt.
Right. I mean, she goes by Tissier, does she?
Yeah, I think it's a very useful name
Yeah.
in her line of work.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the name thing, I'd be like, that's a bit. You can't cut ties with your son for that, but that is annoying.
I think he's annoyed about the name.
Yeah.
I mean, spare a thought for Maya Letitia, the Lioness,
Yeah.
Euros
Yeah.
hero. She's got no relation to Matt Letitia.
Wow.
But obviously, football, she's from Guernsey as well, so you just think.
There's got to be some...
Her dad played football with Matt.
Right.
So there are two Letiziers in that team. But,
two Letiziers, both from Guernsey.
She's not related to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate for her. As for Alex Letitia, the OnlyFans mascot, she's having a bit of a tough time at the minute. She said to the Daily Mail that Southampton's relegation has cost her thousands of pounds in income, and she feels let down by the players. It must be annoying.
That was one of the big things on their mind as relegation loomed, wasn't it?
What is it? Full on porn?
Why are you looking at me?
Because Anyway, so that's where we're at. I feel like there will be another chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, gotcha.
Well, the communist takeover is going to happen.
Yeah.
Then we'll see what Matt
How
does
fucking
when
stupid
that
are we going to
happens.
feel?
Yeah.
That is partly the thing, is like he's quite scattergun, and I'm sure stock clock tells the right time twice a day, sort of thing. Like he will say maybe Gary Lineker does have skeletons in his closet.
Right.
Maybe they were actors on the news.
Yeah. Maybe aliens did want him to play for Terry Venables.
Yeah, when Johan Cruyff comes back.
I mean, on our face.
Yeah, we're going to feel very stupid. Yeah, we're definitely going to get quite a lot of comments from the sort of do your own research crew taking the piss out of us for mocking him. But as with our David Icke episode, I would welcome the chance to have Matt Tissier on. I actually wouldn't have David Icke on. He goes on and on and on. But Matt Tissier, I think, would be a good guest. So I'm totally up for that.
Yeah, I'm still kind of feel like he seems like quite a nice. I feel like he's misguided rather than.
I think he did a bit of naughty boy stuff in his 20s, which we're not going to really complain about.
No, yeah.
And then he's entitled to his views. Are they harmful?
I think they're so batshit that nobody's going to believe them anyway.
Are any of them harmful?
I'm sure there's some anti-vax stuff that
do
without a measles outbreak. Quite frankly,
Christian Eriksen heart attack one is
because you're getting people to not take vaccines.
Yeah.
But there is some stuff. Anyway, I don't want to get into that because we won't be able to monetize the video. But yeah, I don't think he's a bad guy, and I think he's quite fun. He was quite fun, and it's. I don't even think it's sad. It's just a bit fucking weird now. But
yeah, I like Shania Twain.
Yeah, Malibu and Coke. We should have one really. All right. Well, I guess there's not much else to say. So not a wrong 'un, we're concluding.
Yep.
No, funny character.
And he makes you think.
He does make you think.
Does make you think. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for listening. You sheeple.